Hello dear friend. Welcome to Research Academy channel. In this video, I will give you 12 characteristics of a good research topic suitable for study. Let's go. Characteristics of a good research topic, suitable for study. One. Original. A good research topic must be new. Not previously studied, because scientific research is based on asking a question that does not currently have a specific answer, in order to reach an answer to that question. In this way scientific knowledge grows. There is no point in reinventing the wheel. There is no point in studying the effect of smoking on the lungs, because scientists discovered that previously. But it is very useful to conduct scientific research that helps smokers to quit smoking. It is wonderful to conduct scientific research to discover a drug to treat lung cancer once and for all, because scientists have not discovered it yet. But in the event that you can reach new results that are better than previous results, you can study again an old research topic. Two. It is about a current problem, not an old one. A good topic looks for solutions to a modern and urgent problem. However, you can do a search on an old problem if the problem still does not have an effective solution. For example, if a new disease appears and does not have a cure, medical scientists will focus on studying this disease, its causes and how to treat it. But at the same time, research that tries to find new treatments for old diseases is also good research. Three. It is about a real or anticipated problem, not an imaginary one. For example, global warming is a real problem that causes the melting of ice in the Arctic and the rise in sea levels. But seawater freezing is a problem that does not currently exist, and we do not expect it to happen soon. This is a fictional problem that works for a science fiction movie, not a scientific research. Also, if a particular country suffers from drought due to a decrease in rainfall, the good topic is to study the cause of the problem and find solutions or alternatives. But it is not logical to imagine that this country will suffer after 500 years of floods due to increased rainfall, and then we conduct research to confront imaginary floods. 4. A good topic aims to suggest a solution to a local problem in the researcher's country, or a global problem. A researcher can study any problem in his field, but how wonderful it is when he presents research that is useful to his community and country. For example, if you are an agronomist, and you live in a country that suffers from desertification, it is better to conduct research to stop desertification, or to cultivate deserts, than to conduct research on tropical forests or planting rice. Also, research that can increase the production of wheat, olive or cotton is better than research that aims to increase the production of kiwi or ornamental plants. 5. A good research topic should be specific, focused on a narrow point, so that he can go deeper into it and reach good results. As for research that studies a wide and diverse field, it will not reach valuable results unless it consists of thousands of pages. For example, if you are a legal researcher, do not do a research to compare the tax legislation of 10 countries, but rather compare the tax legislation between 2 countries. If you are a PhD student in English literature, you will not be able to study descriptive narration in the English novel, because that means you should read and analyze all the English novels. But you can study descriptive narration in the novels of one writer, or one novel. 6. A good research topic should be of interest to the researcher, so he can write it with passion. For example, a veterinary researcher who loves cats and does not like pigs, can be more creative in finding a cure for a disease that affects cats, than finding a cure for a disease that affects pigs. An economics student who loves to invest his money in stocks will succeed in research on stocks more than research on cryptocurrencies. 7. Researchable and studyable. A good research topic should be researchable. Thus, it has sources and references, such as books, research papers and previous studies, that the researcher can use. For example, a researcher who studies the colors in the poems of a certain poet, must have the poems of this poet, books about his life or his memoirs, and previous studies on the works of this poet. The researcher must also have tools and means that enable him to carry out the research, such as the necessary laboratory materials and equipment. For example, a researcher who studies the impact of seawater pollution on sardine fish must have a laboratory to analyze water and sardine fish to determine the substances that caused pollution and the concentration of each substance in seawater in the studied area, and the percentage of toxic substances in a sample of sardine fish. 8. A good research topic for study must be able to be funded by the student. You must have financial resources to complete it, or that the university, company, or institution finance it. For example, a medical researcher who studies a specific disease must have all the funds he needs to conduct medical analyses of a sample of patients, pay travel costs from one place to another, purchase references, or pay translation fees for these references. You can't study a topic if it's expensive and you haven't money. 9. The appropriate research topic for the study must be appropriate to the researcher's academic abilities and level of scientific qualification. A research topic that is appropriate for a PhD student may not be suitable for a master's student. Also, if all the research references are published in English, and the student is not proficient in the English language, then the topic in this case is not suitable for this student. 10. A good research topic suitable for study should be able to be completed within the time available to the student. A master's or doctoral student has a period of time specified by the university, during which he must complete his research. The student must choose a topic that he can do and write within the required time. 11. A good research topic suitable for the study should have a skilled supervisor in the same exact specialty. The academic supervisor is necessary so that the student can turn to him for advice, directions, and advice. The student needs a supervisor who is able to review what he writes and point out his mistakes and gaps in his work. Otherwise, the results of the search will not be accurate or strong. The academic supervisor's specialization must be identical or very close to the research topic area. 12. A good research topic that is suitable for study should also be good for the future student in terms of work. Therefore, the student must choose a topic that helps him to find the best job opportunities, and therefore the research topic must meet the needs of the labor market and the requirements of the present time or the near future.